Welcome to Life Dynamics Total Body Workout. We've created a short and extremely effective program that will help you tone and shape all your major muscles and increase your ability for daily activities. We recommend that beginners start with 5 to 10 repetitions of each exercise, going through the program once. Intermediate levels, 8 to 15 repetitions of each exercise, going through the program twice. Advanced levels, 10 to 20 repetitions of each exercise, going through the program 3 times. It's very important that you listen to your body while doing each exercise. If something's not feeling good, please stop, review the technique, and then try the exercise again. Let's get started. The first exercise we're going to perform is a squat with an overhead press. I'm going to demonstrate both of these exercises on their own, and then we're going to combine them into a compound exercise. Please master each exercise alone before you combine them. We're going to start with the squat. The squat is a great functional movement that we do all day long. When we get in and out of the car, when we sit down and up from chairs, and it's very important that we learn to squat properly. I would like you to find a chair in your house. We're going to stand right in front of it. Take your feet shoulder width apart. Draw your belly in. So bring your belly button towards your spine and don't let this area pooch out like it normally does. We're going to start up tall, arms across, shoulders relaxed, chest lifted. You're just going to slowly pretend like you're about to sit down in the chair, and you're going to press through your heels and come back up to where you have good posture. Coming down, pretending like you're going to sit down, but then using those leg muscles and pushing up through the heels. If you have knee problems, just take it through the range of motion where it feels comfortable for your knees. So you may be doing a very small squat, and that's fine. So take it through pain-free motion. So one more time with the squat. Chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, belly pulled in, coming down, pushing through the heels, and coming up. Now that you've got that, I'd like you to take a look at your knees. As you're coming down, make sure that they're not knocking in or bowing out, that they're directly forward and lined up with your second big toe. Chest lifted, belly in, knees forward, coming down, and then pressing through the heels and coming up. There's a lot to think about in the squat, so please practice that, master it, and then we can combine it with the overhead press. For the overhead press, we're going to use 2 lighter dumbbells. In the standing position, with the belly pulled in, a slight bend in the knees, bring the dumbbells up so your palms are facing in towards your shoulders. And we're simply just going to press overhead, rotate the palms forward, and come back down. Pressing overhead, rotating the palms forward, and coming back down. When you're pressing overhead, make sure that your upper arms are coming by your ears and back down, as opposed to coming forward and down. If you're more limited in your range of motion in your shoulders, you may find you're going to be a little bit more forward. So really focus on coming up and down. If your doctor has told you not to do overhead pressing due to any injuries, please don't do this. You're welcome just to do the squat, and you can place the weights right at your waist for a little extra resistance. We're going to go ahead and combine the squat with the overhead press. So we're starting in front of the chair, dumbbells in, stomach in, chest lifted. We're going to squat down, press through the heels, overhead press up. Squat down, press through the heels, overhead press up. Again, knees are straight forward, arms are coming up by the ears, belly is pulled in this whole motion. Right here at the bottom is where we tend to let the belly pooch out, so be very careful about that. And one more time, squatting down, pressing up, and we're all done with the squat and the overhead press. The next exercise we're going to perform is a bent over row with a tricep extension. If you have low back problems, I'm going to show another example after this, so please just fast forward and check out the other example. This is where our squat's going to come in handy. I'm going to have you stand right in front of that chair. Again, feet shoulder width apart, knees straight forward, belly in, long spine. We're going to hinge forward from the hips and come into a slight squat. From here, the dumbbells are by your shins. You're going to pull up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, press back from the hips, lengthening out the arms, coming back to the row, releasing, and then taking a long spine back up to the start position. So again, the first when we come over into the bent position, keeping that chest lifted, belly in, long spine, we're going to row, pulling the dumbbells up right by our ribs, shoulder blades together. Then we're going to squeeze the back of our arms, pressing the dumbbells back, coming back to that right angle, releasing, then using your low back and your bottom to come upright. We have a lot of things going on here. So to review, stomach in, coming over into the bent over position, row shoulder blades together, squeeze the back of the arms back, come back to the row, release, dumbbells close by your sides, coming into an upright position. If you have a sensitive low back, this is an alternative exercise for the bent over row with the tricep extension. I'm going to have you sit in your chair and just scoot up so that you're just sitting on the very end of the chair. Good posture. We're going to come forward, keeping a long spine, dumbbells by your sides. You're going to row up, press back, and come down. So it's the same motion. Shoulder blades together, tighten the back of your arms, and release. Squeeze, press back from the hips, and release. Squeeze, press back, and release, and then come back up. And that's your alternative. The next exercise is a backward lunge with the bicep curl. This is another compound exercise. So again, you're welcome to just practice the lunge and then just practice the bicep curl and then combine them both together when you're comfortable with the two movements. The first movement we're going to learn is the lunge. Standing upright, belly in. I'm going to probably say that a million times during this video. Standing up tall, we're going to alternate legs back. You're going to step back, bend down, press through the front heel, and come back to the upright position. We're going to alternate the leg, stepping back and down, and pressing up. There's a lot of things that are common with the squat. We're going to press through the heel. We need to watch the knee alignment, making sure it's straight forward, not coming in or out. And if you tend to come in and out on the squat, you're probably going to do the same thing on the lunge. So if you can perform the exercises in front of a mirror, it'll give you some good feedback. So with the lunge, up tall, alternating legs back, stepping back, and pressing up. Stepping back and down, and pressing up. Sensitive knees, you can just come back and down a little bit, and up. The lowest you go down is to where your kneecap almost touches the ground, and back up. Please do not come down and press your kneecap into the ground, because you can hurt your knee that way. The bicep curl, knees bent, stomach in, starting with good posture. A lot of times we like to start exercises rounded, so take the shoulders down and back, palms by your sides, upper arms are going to stay glued into your sides. We're just going to curl, rotate the palms in, and then come back to the start. Curl and rotate, and back. Keeping a light grip on the dumbbells, a straight wrist, and that's your bicep curl. We're going to go ahead and combine both of the movements. So as you lunge back, you're going to do a bicep curl. So we're going to lunge and curl, lunge and curl, lunge and curl. So stomach in, pressing through the heels, keeping really good posture, going straight down and up. And that's your lunge with the bicep curl. Hopefully you're not getting too worn out. You'll find combining two movements does increase the level of work that you're doing. You may even find that your heart's beating and you're getting a lot more sweaty than normal. And that's where this workout is very time efficient. We're almost there though, so we're going into the next exercise, which is hip abduction with a lateral raise. We're going to start with the hip abduction. I'm going to have you just place your dumbbells right at your sides, and we're going to stand a little closer together this time. Again, up tall, abs pulled in. You're just going to do a little tiny bend, and then you're going to lift and lengthen the leg out to the side. Bend and lift. Now in here, when you bend, when you lift up, keep your torso tall. Try not to lean over to the side. So again, it's just a little bend, lift, bend, lift. That's your hip abduction, and that'll be working, of course, the medial glute. The lateral raise, knees bent, belly in, elbows bent. You're just going to come up to shoulder height and then back down with the dumbbells. Up to shoulder height and then back down. With the lateral raise, really work on those wrists. Right there, that means your wrists are pretty weak. So just come up, keep them level, wrist straight, and back down. We're going to go ahead and combine the two movements. So elbows bent in at your sides, squat, lateral raise, and lift your leg up. Alternating sides, just a squat and a lift, looking ahead, getting the shoulders, the outer thigh. And my heart rate's already getting up again. We're going to be performing a push-up and plank combination. These exercises require a lot of stabilization throughout the core area. So please be careful. If you feel any stress in your low back, stop. You may find that you're just doing a couple of repetitions to start. I'm going to start with the push-up. Kneeling, I'm going to have you just come forward. Hands are shoulder width apart, fingers are spread apart. Your body's in neutral. So that means your neck's not up here, it's not hanging down here, it's right with your body. You should feel your abdominals in the push-up. So your bottom shouldn't be way up too high, it shouldn't be sunk down too low, it should just be in line with your shoulders. Belly in, you're just going to bend from the elbows, lower down, and press up. The plank portion, we're going to come up on our toes, create a straight line with the body, and you should feel your sides working, your arms working, and your belly working here. And relax. I'm going to go ahead and combine these two exercises. We're going to perform one push-up. You're going to come up and hold the plank, again focusing on the core muscles for 3 seconds. Lower the knees back down, push up, and then plank. So here we go. Push up, plank, stabilize and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower down, push up into the plank, stabilize and hold for 3, 2, 1. One more time. Push up into the plank and hold. 3, 2, 1. This is your last exercise. It's a bridge combined with a reverse curl. I'm going to have you start lying down, shoulders down on the floor, arms by your sides. Heels are 2 inches away from your bottom. We're going to start with the bridge. Toes are up, pressing through the heels. You're going to lift your hips up, tighten your bottom, and then let your spine roll back down to the mat. So the bridge, toes are up, we're going to press through the heels, lift up, squeeze your bottom together, and then roll back down. The reverse curl, we're going to focus on the area right by your belly button. Your legs are going to come up, you're going to breathe out, roll the pelvis towards your ribs, and then come back. Exhale, and relax. So it's a very small movement, just rolling pelvis to the ribs, tightening your abdominal muscle, and releasing. Now the combination, toes up, bridge, lower down, exhale, reverse curl, and back. Bridge, lower down, reverse curl, and back. The bridge is good for your bottom, your hamstrings, and your low back. And the reverse curl is great for the area right by your belly button. Pressing up, lowering down, and reverse curl. If you'd like to add more of a cardiovascular challenge, or if your goal is weight loss, you might want to consider adding in 1 to 5 minute time periods where you do an activity that gets your heart rate up. Examples of low impact movements could be marching in place, walking forward, walking backwards, stepping side to side, even just lifting the knees up, or the opposite, kicking your bottom, doing low impact jumping jacks, or marching and doing different movements with your arms. Anything that gets your heart rate going and involves a lot of movement. If you're more athletic and would like to do higher impact movements, and if your joints can handle it, you could jog in place. You could do jump rope. You could jog forwards, jog backwards, jumping jacks, power squats. You could run your staircase up and down. Again, anything that gets the heart rate up, and you can work at a higher intensity. And again, you would do exercise 1, then you do 1 to 5 minutes of some type of movement, exercise 2, and then again to the movement, exercise 3, cardiovascular movement, and so on. And that will definitely increase your fitness level, burn more calories, and improve your heart function as well as the strength and tone of your muscles. So that's the workout. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that it makes you a much healthier and fit person.
Hi, I'm Harmony Fulton. I'm going to guide you through some yoga poses to help make you more familiar with the practice of yoga, to hopefully get you hooked on yoga as I am, and most importantly, to help bring you closer to yourself. You'll need a few things before you begin: a bottle of water, comfortable clothing that you can move in but that aren't too baggy, and a yoga mat. You could also do this on carpeting or a smooth, hard surface. The most important thing to remember while you practice is to listen to your body. It knows better than anyone else, better than any expert, any physician, what's okay and what's safe. If anything does not feel comfortable, don't do it. I hope that you enjoy the practice. I hope yoga becomes a part of your life. The word means, I bow to you. Namaste.